Chapter 5: Discovering His Powers. New York, with its skyscrapers illuminated like sentinels in the night, became the scene of Alex's metamorphosis. The city bustled with life, but beneath the surface, in the forgotten alleys, Alex was embarking on a journey of self-discovery. The revelation of Operation Epsilon in the quiet cafe had marked a turning point in his daily life as a detective. Every file and conversation were links in a chain that dragged him deeper into a world of secrets and danger. After the shocking revelations provided by Sarah, who had discovered crucial information in files related to a secret project within Viridian called Operation Epsilon, the news resonated in Alex's mind like a distant echo of an important revelation. Thoughts flashed through his mind like bright bursts of ideas, and one of them insisted that Sarah be by his side in those moments of uncertainty. At the end of the call, Alex, urgency palpable in the air, dialed Sarah's number again. The connection was established quickly, and on the line, Sarah's voice revealed concern. "Sarah, I need you to be with me now. The pieces of the puzzle we are trying to solve are bigger than we imagined. There is a nightclub downtown. Gather your things and come here. I have a clue that I think will lead us to that. This is the heart of this matter, but we must address it together. I warn you, Sarah, this is starting to get dangerous." There was a brief pause on the line before Sarah responded with a mix of intrigue and seriousness. "Dangerous? Alex, you know I'm always with you in this. Give me a few minutes, I'll be there." With Sarah's promise hanging in the air, Alex hurried towards the nightclub. Lights flashed in the city, and the darkness of the alley leading to the club seemed to pulse with a mysterious energy. In the bustling streets, the constant whisper of the city was intertwined with the labored breathing of Alex, who delved into the dark network of Operation Epsilon. The flickering lights of the streetlights created disturbing shadows that seemed to dance to the rhythm of his restlessness. The normally vibrant city was transformed into a somber scene as Alex and Sarah moved into the unknown. When Sarah arrived, her eyes met in a shared understanding. They were about to plunge into the unknown together, facing dangers they could only imagine. A link beyond the investigation was woven between them, charged with emotion and the shadow of an even deeper mystery. Following the clue Sarah had discovered, her and Alex's footsteps echoed through the busy streets and dark corners of the city until they reached the nightclub. As pulsating music enveloped the interior of the nightclub, Alex and Sarah moved fluidly through the crowd, guided by the clue Sarah had discovered. Their eyes met amidst the flickering lights, and in that shared glance, they understood the importance of the next phase of their search. Each step brought them closer to the truth hidden behind Viridian. When they reached a sealed door in a discreet corner of the club, which seemed almost invisible among the crowd, Sarah's gaze met Alex's in a silent gesture of complicity. The music was blaring, but the serious expression on her face indicated that they were about to reveal something crucial. Sarah, with a determined nod, indicated the door, indicating that therein lay the next step in her odyssey. The lock on the door gave way before them, releasing a surge of adrenaline as they prepared for what awaited on the other side. At that moment, a mysterious figure, a club employee who sympathized with their cause, discreetly approached them. "I hear you're looking for more than just fun tonight. I'll show you the way to what you're looking for," the man whispered, his face partially hidden by the dimness of the place. He led them through secret hallways and restricted access, revealing a hidden lattice within the club that led to a discreet door, barely visible but leading to the clandestine laboratory where Viridian's darkest secrets resided. With a mix of stealth and confidence, the trio passed through the club's sealed door and emerged into an underground world. The sound of the music diminished, replaced by the hum of machinery and hurried murmurs. The guide, now in the shadows, showed them the way to the heart of the laboratory where the truth awaited. With each step, Alex and Sarah delved deeper into the web of mysteries, not knowing that this door marked the beginning of a new stage in their search. The mystery of Viridian, her own powers, and the truth behind Operation Epsilon converged in that moment, and Alex's fate hung in the unstable balance of the unknown. Alex and Sarah passed through a door and found themselves in a larger, darker laboratory. Flickering test tubes, holographic screens, and dancing shadows created a surreal setting. The sound of complex machinery filled the room, interspersed with the hurried murmurs of scientists concerned about the intrusion. Dim light emanated from workstations where unknown experiments were being carried out. The clandestine laboratory, a lair of dark secrets, revealed itself before them like a world in darkness. Each step echoed on the cold tile floor, creating an ominous echo that seemed to speak of whispers from the past. The filtered light, barely enough to unravel the mysteries of the laboratory, left areas of shadow that suggested the magnitude of what was hidden. The peculiar smell of the place, a mixture of chemicals and electricity, permeated the air, leaving a disturbing trail in each breath. The laboratory, with its flashing lights and humming sounds, was a science fiction scenario come true. The whispers of conversations between unscrupulous scientists and the occasional flash of experimental equipment created a dystopian symphony as they cautiously moved forward. The temperature of the place fluctuated, and Alex and Sarah could feel the humidity in the air, a sticky sensation that increased the claustrophobia of the environment. The connection between Alex and Sarah intensified as they moved forward, their movements coordinated as if they were a single entity in the darkness. The fleeting touch of their hands and the shared look in the midst of tension spoke of an alliance that went beyond words. Each discovery in the laboratory resonated with their emotions, weaving a stronger bond between them and interweaving their destinies in the enigma of Viridian. With each revelation, the pulse of their adventure beat stronger, and the mystery that unfolded before them only fanned the flame of their destiny. Each step echoed in the silence of the laboratory, and the shadows danced on the walls like restless ghosts. Sarah squeezed Alex's shoulder, a sign of support that needed no words. They shared a tacit understanding of the gravity of what they were about to discover. As they moved forward, the rows of cages revealed themselves, each containing vestiges of past experiments, traces of irreversibly altered lives. The metal cages, like silent witnesses to unknown events, emanated an aura of tragedy. Inside, glimpses of torn lives remained suspended in time. Alex felt the stare of those who once occupied those cages, like whispers of ghosts from the past. Emotions, a cocktail of trust and apprehension, vibrated in the secret-laden air as he approached the very heart of the hidden truth. The tension in the air became palpable as they explored hallways filled with cages and scientific equipment. Each step increased the feeling of being in a dangerous game where the rules were written with the ink of uncertainty. On his journey, Alex not only discovered his powers, but also a conspiracy that connected him to much greater forces. In the corner, a flickering light revealed a computer terminal. Alex approached, his eyes scanning the lines of code that distilled the hidden truth behind Operation Epsilon and the Phoenix Project. The pulses on the screen were like accelerated heartbeats, and each word illuminated the puzzle they had been putting together. On the computer terminal, the code words distilled a reality that defied human understanding. The screen, illuminated by the brilliance of emerging truth, was a reflection of the abyss that opened before them. Alex's labored breathing echoed in the stillness of the laboratory, his eyes absorbing each line of code as if they were runes that revealed the very destiny of his existence. The sound of footsteps echoed behind them. They turned, alert, only to find a figure emerging from the shadows. The tension became tangible, and the echo of labored breathing filled the room. The figure, a scientist with an indecipherable gaze, gave them a look that suggested complicity and danger. With a low voice, he spoke words that echoed in the silence of the laboratory. "You shouldn't be here, but since you are, maybe you can understand the truth." The room trembled with the significance of those words, and the echo of the pending confessions resonated in the laboratory, where each test tube and each illuminated screen told the story of kept secrets and imminent revelations. The truth, like a sweeping revelation, unfolded before them, and Alex found himself at the epicenter of a plot that went beyond human comprehension. As he absorbed each word, the certainty that his life was irrevocably intertwined with the machinations of Viridian took root in his being. The intensity of the moment burned into his memories like an indelible mark, and the next step in his search became darker and more crucial. Suddenly, a hooded figure emerged from the shadows with a blood-curdling aura of mystery. He introduced himself as Dr. Matthias Krieger, the mastermind behind Operation Epsilon. His words were like a key that opened the door to the truth, revealing a network of experiments and genetic manipulations that extended beyond imagination. Krieger's narrative intertwined with Alex's past in unexpected ways, connecting dots that previously seemed isolated. The Phoenix Project, revealed as an initiative to create enhanced human beings, resonated in Alex's mind. The shadow of his own background, his connection to the project, cast a new light on his extraordinary abilities. However, the revelation that his father was behind all of this added an additional layer of complication to his search for identity. Sarah, next to Alex, absorbed the revelations with an expression of shock and horror. The truth, stark and heartbreaking, unfolded before them like a surreal tableau of twisted science and ethics. Dr. Krieger's ambiguity about the real intentions behind his experiments left a knot in his stomach, a feeling that answers were as elusive as smoke. Faced with heartbreaking reality, Alex and Sarah were faced with a crossroads: accept the truth and its implications, or further unravel the secrets hidden in the dark recesses of Viridian. The choice resonated in the air like an indecisive echo, a question suspended in the limbo of the unknown. Dr. Krieger, with his penetrating gaze, left the choice in his hands. Which path will you choose, detectives? The complete truth, or will you continue exploring the labyrinths of your own lives? The words reverberated through the room, and the fate of Alex and Sarah hung in the uneasy balance of their next step. At the crossroads between acceptance and search, between truth and darkness, the detectives' future unfolded like a map still unexplored, and the decision they made would resonate beyond the walls of the clandestine laboratory. Silence fell over the room as Alex and Sarah, their gazes intertwined, weighed the decision before them. The choice to further explore the labyrinths of Viridian or accept the full truth rang in the air like an incessant whisper. The complete truth. Alex murmured, his voice heavy with his confidence. We want to know the truth, no matter how dark it is. Dr. Krieger nodded approvingly, as if he had expected that response. Very well. Let's continue then, detectives. But remember, the truth has a price. Guiding them through the recesses of the laboratory, Krieger revealed deeper details about Operation Epsilon and the Phoenix Project. As they walked, the walls seemed to whisper secrets, and the shadows danced in an eerie dance. Each step took them deeper into the web of Viridian, where science and ethics intertwined in twisted ways. In a secluded room, Krieger pointed to a screen showing images of genetic experiments. These are the test subjects of the Phoenix Project. Enhanced beings, like you, Alex, but with variable results. The pursuit of perfection has its consequences. The images showed individuals with abilities similar to Alex's, but with surprisingly diverse manifestations. Some possessed control over elements, while others exhibited superhuman strength or psychic abilities. The amalgamation of capabilities left Alex wondering about the exact nature of his own connection to the project. Why Alex? Sarah asked, her voice ringing with a mix of disbelief and eagerness to understand. Genetics is a complex game, detectives. Sometimes the pieces come together in unpredictable ways. Alex is the result of a constant search, an attempt to reach the pinnacle of human evolution. But, as you will see, the path to perfection is full of shadows. They continued exploring, diving deeper into Viridian's archives. They discovered detailed records about Alex's childhood, his first hints of anomalous abilities, and Viridian's efforts to track and study his development. The truth, sometimes painful and sometimes disconcerting, was revealed in the scattered lines of code and documents. Viridian has been watching you from the beginning, Alex, Krieger said. You are the result of decades of experimentation and genetic manipulation. But remember, the truth you seek is not just about Alex's. In a room lit by holographic screens, Krieger projected images of other test subjects, people who, like Alex, had been shaped by Viridian's inscrutable hands. The stories of these individuals, their successes and tragedies, created a tapestry of lives intertwined by the pursuit of perfection. You are all pieces in a larger puzzle. A web of connections that extends far beyond what you can imagine, Krieger explained. The revelation that they were not alone on this extraordinary journey left Alex and Sarah perplexed, reflecting on the broader meaning of their own lives. The connection with other test subjects, the realization that Viridian had woven their destinies in intricate ways, raised new questions about their purpose and the role they played in this game of evolution. Alex and Sarah's story was just beginning to unfold in its fullness. In the heart of Viridian, where science and evolution converged, an uncertain future was brewing. The next step they would take would resonate in the annals of history, ushering in a new era for humanity and themselves. This story, discovering his powers, will continue in the next chapter.